Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
Down!
59 mark, check.
180! 180, we're good! 180!
Under 10, 10. Check 3,
This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
47 Mike!
Hey, Charlie!
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, that's
637.
30 towards the mic. 30 towards the mic. All day. All day.
Check 808.
Check.
Go!
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Down! 280!
Mike 5-4. Tackles. Right there. 54. Right there.
Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 54.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
3 bucks.
Get it!
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Double time, double time.
3 down, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Lindsey here. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Broncos first down.
Okay, break. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked on by Brandon Marshall. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check 3, check 3. Check 59.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running left is Crowell. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Locke. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Into the red zone. It's Locke. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Bravo.
After the sack on 1st down, Locke flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
I got you.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue Jaw Porkers. Hey, Orbit. 57 to Mike.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Now he'll escape to his right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Locke now on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our 1st point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Well, week 1 finally wrapping up here tonight, but more football coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Buccaneers and Panthers in an early season NFC South battle in Charlotte. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on third down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. Second and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Check, 52.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The handoff, running left, Corral, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the pass, watch the pass. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. From midfield, here's Carr. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again. And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
218, chop.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in the... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
I'm going to run you over.
On first down, Locke. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
70, Indy. 5.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And the Raiders have got him. From his linebacker spot, Montez Burfict with a sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Block now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Evades him at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
36, 36.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Throwing now is Carr. Rolling to his left. And that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, the man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And this one's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To throw it is Locke. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Coming. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
5.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Pick me up. Here we go. Switch. Hey, check 24.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We're good. 180.
Check 24.
Get down.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. There you go.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Ready? 10-2, sir.
Time to go, night. Man left. We got 3.
Ready?
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Marshall, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Yes.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff to Crowell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 29, Carr buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the... And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Carr steps away to his left, and he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Carr now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way. But the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Denver, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And